How's it going, everybody? This is BeatTheBush. Today I'm at an open field over here to test out a drone for you. Now, some of you might have seen my previous videos about learning how to fly a drone. I personally learned how to fly one of these things on these really tiny ones, mainly to save cost, because when you buy a really large drone and go around flying it, you might just crash and it's gonna cost you a lot more flying on a bigger thing. These range for about $15 to $20. And because of me posting these videos about these little guys, I got the attention of companies that wants me to post videos about, you know, slightly bigger ones. So it kind of works out so that whatever you're interested in, you just start making videos about it and you're gonna gain a little bit of traction at a time. And, you know, after I fly some more of these guys, maybe bigger and bigger companies would want me to fly. Maybe I'll get the really expensive ones. When I'm in Best Buys, I see a lot of expensive drones, $300 and up. You have the DJI ones, the Mavic. This looks like one of the more expensive ones, except this is a really cheapy one. I think this is about $60 or less, and it weighs about, you know, about 5 ounces, and it's gonna do some of the functions that the more expensive one does. It can record video. You have a little camera over here, and you can fly it. And guess what? I can fly this thing based on my experience of flying these little guys. So now, without risking too much money, I can fly this bigger one without fearing that I'm going to crash it. You know, the skill ports directly over. So if you're interested in learning this skill, I'm personally like a skill hoarder. Like, whenever there's like something that I'm interested in, I go and try and figure out, learn it, and then I'm like, you know, now I know how to fly these little guys. These little guys, you know, I just leave them there now because, you know, I learned how to fly already. But now I got this bigger one, so I'm gonna test this one out. So this one is quite portable. You just kind of fold it out like this. See, there's a camera over here. There's a lithium ion battery over here, 900 milliamps. And surprisingly, this $60 thing comes with 3 battery packs. Generally, they don't come with extra battery packs like this, or otherwise it would cost a lot more. Micro SD card that you insert over here to record all the videos. There's a rear light over here that's red, the green ones, and then the propellers over here, and it comes with an extra set. So I'm gonna put in these protector things, which are really light. These are just like little plastic pieces, and I don't know, probably like 1/3 of an ounce altogether or something, or less. It's a good idea to put these protector things on just to save your propellers, even if it's cost you a little bit of flight time. And my experience with these little guys, and these are really great and all to fly indoors, but if you have any kind of wind that's maybe 5 miles an hour or more, like right now, I feel there's quite a bit of wind. This guy, if I put on full power trying to go against the wind, basically it would just, you know, tilt like this and stay in place. It'll be like, oh, I cannot go forward. So all you can do is just stay in place, or if you let off going forward, it's gonna just fall backwards and then you can't get back to where you are. So this thing will, being so small, it'll just end up drifting back a little bit more and more. This guy, I believe, is gonna have a bit more power. So the controllers over here, there's 3 AAA batteries that's not included, and this thing flips out like this. I'm gonna stick my phone over here, and you can download an app where it'll show you the real-time video of this thing. So I gotta push up and then down to do the calibration. Okay, now it's connected. I'm starting this app called XWF UFO, and over here you can see, okay, I'm gonna click play. Now if I move this around, you see the live video over here. If you don't know how to fly one of these, it's basically the same thing for the little one as the little guys. This is more throttle up and down. This is turning it, so it goes like that. This one goes forward, back, left, right. When I say forward, it goes forward, back, left, right, up, down, and turn. So this is turn. This guy over here is headless mode. Basically, turning doesn't really work. As long as you pull it back, it's gonna come towards you, towards the controller. There's a takeoff and landing, which basically comes up 1.5 meters, and it's gonna stay there. Land, it's just gonna land it for you, versus if you just wanna move the throttle down and land it yourself. And stop, it's some sort of emergency thing, which is nice, because if you're about to crash into something, you press stop and it's just gonna shut the motor, cut the motors off, and you know, you gotta know the consequences. If you press stop really high into the air, then it's just gonna fall from the sky. Over here is the trim, so when you're hovering and it's just starting to drift towards one place or another, then you can press these to make sure so that it does not drift. Over here you can do acrobatics like flip, which is just those basic flippy things that's the same in my little quadcopters. There's a speed setting here which starts off always at 25%. So now I want to start recording the video. I gotta press this on the app and it's recording video now, and it's recording myself. So now let's just fly this thing. Maybe I had it on for too long, so I'm gonna swap the battery and see what happens. Okay, I'm gonna push takeoff. It seems like the small drifting of the wind is too strong, so I need to increase the power here. So yeah, now it's a little bit better. So I'm gonna try to do a flip. Do a back flip. Do a forward flip. Right flip, I guess. I don't know if you guys can see this. One of the things that you want to do when you're flying a quad is do a kind of like a circle. So the front, you want to fly forward like that. Okay. Like that. It seems like I need a little bit more power, so I'm gonna do like 100% power now. You can hear 3 beeps. Let me fly this thing a little bit higher so we can see the area. So I mean, for anyone that wants to fly a drone, for $60, you can kind of get your fix from this. I don't see anyone absolutely needing a DJI drone where it records really high quality video unless they're using it for something. They want to post it on YouTube or something. Most people don't need something that high quality, and I see plenty of people go and buy that. They're like, oh, I want to fly a drone. And then they spend like $600, $1,000 on something like this. And it's just not worth it. This is $60, so it's like 1/10 of what you would normally pay just to get your fix. And then once you have your fix, then you can go, okay, yeah, maybe this is something that you're interested in. And then you can go and, you know, buy a more expensive one. So I always advocate, you know, when you're going through some hobby, you start small and then you figure out if that's what you really want. So I do know that when you're flying a drone, you need to be very smooth if you're taking video. Actually, right now I can't see real-time video. It seems like the signal strength is not that good. So that's a drawback of this thing, is that when it's transmitting Wi-Fi real-time video, see, it's not updating right now. Okay, so that was a pretty long stretch. I think this thing lasts for about 15 minutes based on the time on the camera. So let me load in another battery and try it again. See, it's even a little bit jittery if I'm like even 1 meter away. If I'm right next to it, sure, I can see it. Yeah, if I'm right next to it. I feel like the range on real-time video, it's about 1 meter, okay? So that's what you get for $60. That's probably, you know, you can't go first-person view flying on this thing now. If you don't know which way it's headed, then you cannot control it. For example, if it's facing you versus facing away, how do you bring it back? You can use that headless mode, but generally I feel like it's not quite reliable. I got in a little bit of trouble before with the little ones on headless mode. Sometimes it gets confused and stuff. So for me, I prefer not to use that headless thing. But now let's take off again and fly some more. Seems like it does not want me to just take off with the throttle stick, which I can do with a lot of different little drones. This one I have to press takeoff in order to take off, and when it starts to run out of battery, it just lands itself, or you can press land. Go at it again, because this is actually fun. And by the way, I forgot to mention to you guys that it's about 4 p.m. right now, and in the morning after I had my milk tea, I was like so excited to do this video that I forgot to eat. As I'm driving to come out here to do this, I'm like, oh shoot, I forgot to eat. You know, this is kind of proof of how excited I am to do something like this, to make a video about drones which is something, it's like a toy, right? So like when you get so excited to do something that you forgot to eat, that's when you know that it's super duper enjoyable. Well, of course right now I'm a little hungry, but I can hold off for a little bit. But when you forget to do certain things, when going to the bathroom is annoying because you like doing something so much that going to the bathroom takes time away from you doing whatever that you like. When you forget to eat, things like that, it's when you know you are really enjoying something. So let me fly this thing. Check to make sure the camera is facing down a little bit. Okay, now it is. Let's go. What's really annoying right now is because of the wind, I always have to push on the throttle to go against the wind a little bit, or else it will start drifting. So this thing seems like the throttle is a lot more forgiving. In the little ones, I can actually cut power mid-air and force it to do acrobatics. If I am tilting towards one side, full blast, cut the power, I can actually make it do flips manually. This one, I can't do that. See, I can push the throttle all the way down, but it will still have some power left in it. So this will keep me from doing any kind of manual acrobatics here. Well, it seems like I can't even do the flip button right now. It does like several beeps. Not sure what that means. Let's try headless mode. I'm gonna turn it. Yep, it's headless, all right. It does not care about the direction, so I'm gonna turn off headless mode. I'm gonna make it go fly as high as I can. It's getting really windy up there though. Like I'm doing full throttle forward and it's remaining in one place. Well, that was fun. And this thing, there are drawbacks indeed. It's really cheap. There's no real-time video, even though it says there is. It does not transmit very far. In terms of wind-wise, I don't know how high a wind speed it is up there, but closer to the ground, it's about 5 miles an hour, and it can overcome it. But when it got up to, you know, somewhat high, I only guess maybe like 50 meters high or something, I had it full blast going against the wind, and it was staying in one place. So that kind of tells you that you might need a stronger drone to fly outdoors. This thing is good for kind of recreational, close to the ground flying. Definitely nothing much higher, nothing where if you're trying to do anything serious. So this is a little bit more robust than these little guys, but in the end, this is still somewhat like a toy. So if you're just interested in flying it, you know, just testing it out, then yeah, sure, you can get something like this, fly it outdoors. If you're interested in getting one of these drones, I do have an affiliate link down in the video description below. So thanks for watching. I hope you guys, if you ever follow any one of your hobbies, you just try to start small. If it's like painting or something, you can buy cheaper paints or whatnot. Drones, buy cheaper drones, just start off with it first. You never know if you're gonna keep that hobby for very long. So if you start small, you're gonna save a lot more money. Don't forget to give me a like on this video, comment down below. Let me know what you think of starting small. If you're interested in supporting my channel, you can check out my affiliate link for this drone or my Audible link down in the video description below where you can get a free audiobook. I also have a Patreon over here, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.